Guys, I know you've been wondering where I've been the past couple days, not uploading videos or anything. Well, see, the reason is because I've been playing this wonderful, wonderful game. Some of y'all might know that I'm a big fan of this game and the franchise. I'm obviously talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm going to be doing kind of a little review, game review. A little psycho review, if you will. But yeah, just trying to get the whole dex done to get the shiny charm. But let's get that out of the way. This is a review, not a praise. It's not a bukkake of epic proportions, as some might say. Because we all know Game Freak's not perfect. What I think about the game is that it's, for a Game Freak's first breakaway from the formulaic stuff that they've been doing the past 8 generations, I like it. I absolutely like this direction and hope that they keep doing it. And with Pokemon Day coming around the corner, I'm sure some of us are expecting some big expectations or whatever from this, or, you know, things like that. Some of it could be fleshed out a little bit more. I feel like some of the dialogue is a bit like, in a sense, like, here you go. This is what you're supposed to do. And that's it. Kind of not given, like, some kind of other things to say. It's just, like, for instance, when you start out in the game, when you get your Arc phone, you just say to seek out all Pokemon. That's it. There's a few other instances I can't think of at the moment. But for its first step away from the formula, it's really not that bad. This is probably the first game that I've enjoyed. Hey, 97% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you don't subscribe, hate to do this to you. I got to. For a long time. That's kind of saying something. I'd say it's better than the last few generations. Now, for graphics, could have been better, I have to say. I will say that they're better than at least Sword and Shield. Oh my god, with the trees. And when you try to get closer to them, they just break away in these little dots, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not a person of that much vocab. I did wake up probably like an hour ago. Yeah, I will say it's better than Sword and Shield, at least. And I do like that it does harken back to the old days of Sinnoh, before it was called Sinnoh. And that the premise is actually the almighty Sinnoh is what they call Arceus in the game. And before even seeing some of the videos, before advancing too much in the story, that Volo was a villain at the end game. Because it did give me like Colosseum/XD vibes, where you had this one particular person that you didn't think was going to turn out to be a bad guy in the first place. Kind of like Escade in Colosseum, and Greevil like in XD, where they turn out to be the ultimate villain in the story. It kind of gave me those vibes. Just because of Volo's mannerisms a little bit, it kind of gives way a little bit to how that person is. And as you progress, you're seeing that character develop a little bit more too. So I can really see some of the steps taken for Volo to be the actual main villain of the story. And Game Freak did take some risks. didn't think that was gonna happen. Not gonna lie to you. If you've been playing Pokemon games for a long time, you know that it does get formulaic. It does. Especially with Mario and Zelda coming out with whatever Mario game came out at the time, and Breath of the Wild coming out. They took some big risks, and Pokemon coming out with Sword and Shield. Sun and Moon. But I still stand with Pokemon Legends Arceus being a pretty decent game, man. That's why I haven't been making content. It's because I've been playing that, trying to get the shiny charm, and I'm still playing it. Still, at least trying to get to the 10th star, and it's addicting. I actually stayed up, didn't go to sleep, getting more shinies than before. Oh my god. Dude, freaking got 4 shinies last night. Good lord. Chimico, a second shiny Snorunt. That'll probably evolve into Glalie since I have Frostlass. I'll probably share some. Actually, no, I can't. I never saved it. So what happened is that Snorunt, basically just walked across from me and just stood there. That shiny Snorunt just stood there for me to catch it. Pokeception, right? But anyways, before I ramble on any further, let's see. I don't think there's any more criticisms for me to give it, just outside the graphics department and dialogue. And I do like the fact that you get to face off against Pokemon themselves as bosses. I thought that was pretty neat, and I figured it was gonna turn out to be like a Monster Hunter type of game and not Breath of the Wild. Some people were speculating. Not gonna lie, that was me too. Just with how Sword and Shield was, with the wild areas and stuff were mapped out. You could tell they were onto something. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I may be missing a few things about it, but for the most part, it's a decent game. And I will have to say, on a rating out of 10, I give it a 7. 7 out of 10. Some things could be fleshed out. It's definitely not a perfect game, but overall, it's a decent gaming experience. And if you haven't picked it up, I would definitely recommend doing so. Because if you were bored with the last few generations, especially, you'll find something to like here. And I think that's all I have to say, y'all. It's your man, JudoPsycho, and I'm signing out. Have a good one, y'all.